Hello, this is a poem by Adrienne, who is a feminist. So, although we may feel Adrienne Rich, although we may feel that this is a poem about the trees, it is not so. It has a certain deeper significance that the poet wants to convey to us. She was born in Baltimore, Maryland, USA in 1929. She is author of nearly 20 volumes of poetry and has been called a feminist and a radical poet. So, there must be a very deep thought behind this poem we would like to find out. So the forest signifies something, the tree signifies something. Let us see what it signifies. Can there be forest without trees? Where are the trees in this poem? Let's read the poet. What the poet wants to say. Let's read the poem. And we shall find out. The trees inside are moving out into the forest. The forest that was empty all these days, where no bird could sit, no insect hide, no sun bury its feet in shadow. The forest that was empty all these nights will be full of trees by the morning. So, what is she talking about? Is it the trees? No. The trees, she means the women who are not where they belong, who are just encaged in their houses. They are inside. They are not going outside and to the real world, and they are totally inside, and now they are seeing the dawn, they are seeing the light at the end of the tunnel. Now their trees inside are moving into the forest. They were deeply entrenched into the houses. They have even gathered the root inside the houses. The trees inside are moving out into the forest means the women who are incarcerated into the houses, the who have lost the habit of going outside. The forest that was empty all these days means women on a whole. It is not a one or two women who are just sitting inside. Women as a whole, women have lost the habit of going into the wilderness or into the open, under the sun. The forest that was empty all these days, the forest that should have been the forest, it is an empty space all these days, because the trees, that is the group of womenhood, they are inside. Where no birds could sit, no insect hide, sun bury its feet in shadow. These are all the description of the forest. That is the natural life, living the life to the full potential, where we'll grow so much, we will have growth, we'll hit the glass ceiling. Where no bird could sit, no insect hide, that we will grow so much that the lives will take shelter under us. No insect hide, no sun bury its feet in shadow. That is what a forest is. The sun, say that sun bury its feet in shadow, that it is the feet of sun. Such an amazing flight of the imagination. All nights, we shall go to the second stanza. All nights the roots work to disengage themselves from the cracks in the veranda floor. So what is veranda? Veranda is the space between the house and the outside world. Now it is where in the verandas. So now trees are moving outside. They will first encounter verandas, and their roots are even engaged. Their attachment roots are the attachments. They have grown inside the cracks of the veranda floor. So roots have to work to disengage themselves. It has formed a habit. That has formed a comfort zone, if you wish. It is not so comfortable, but still they have habituated. So they have to roots have to disengage themselves from the cracks in the veranda floor. The leaves strain towards the glass. Now all the outside parts of the upper parts, they are trying to move. Leaves strain towards the glass. Small twigs stiff with exertion. Now small twigs, the small branches of the tree, they are straining towards the glass. Small twigs stiff with exertion. Now they have become stiff, just like muscle becomes stiff with exertion. She is saying that the small twigs are stiff with exertion. That is, exertion means effort. All the efforts they are taking for the liberation. Long cramped boughs shuffling under the roof. Now long cramped boughs. Now the trees, they have to modify themselves. They have to squeeze through the entrance to the outside. Long cramped boughs. The branches, they are shuffling under the roof. They are shuffling under the roof. They are struggling under the roof. Like newly discharged patient. Now see what she has in. Newly discharged is convalescing. They are on the basis to get cured. How are the patients who are on the way to be cured? They are not full of strength. They are not habituated to just moving around swiftly like we healthy humans do. No, they are not healthy yet. They are just newly discharged. No. So the trees are like, they are like newly discharged patients. How are the newly discharged patient? They move with some kind of help. New half dazed, moving to the clinic doors. They are going to the outside world from the clinic doors. Now on the way to get convalesced. That is, they are regaining their strength. I sit inside. Now she is now from the trees. Now the poet is saying something about herself, how she is there. I sit inside. The doors open to the veranda. Her doors are open to veranda. Means her doors are open to the outside world of liberation. What she is waiting for? Writing long letters. She is writing long letters about what? In which I scarcely mention the departure of Forest from the house. No, she is not. She is writing long letters, but she is not mentioning the most important, most significant thing, which is the departure of the Forest from the house. That is the liberation. She is not telling anything about that, because it will declare itself. It will declare itself soon. There is no need to mention that in her letters. The night is fresh. The whole moon shines in the sky, still open. The night is fresh. The whole moon is there. Why the whole moon is there? Because the forest has not yet entered the place where it belongs. We can see the entire moon in itself. So the forest is still inside. All the trees are still inside their respective houses. So the moon is, the whole moon is shining in the sky white. Still there is open sky. Still the trees have not entered into the forest. The small leaves and lichen. The smell of leaves and lichen. The lichen and the leaves, they have particular smell of dampness. And lichen, that is something that grows on the tree trunks. It is a kind of fungus. But it is a kind of commensal fungus. It is symbiotic or a symbiotic relation, where the lichen gives some moisture to the trees, and the lichens derive the nourishment from the trees. So they are a symbiotic in a way. Like lichens, that something grows on the trees and helps them. And it has a particular damp smell, if you wish to know. Still reaches like a voice into the rooms. So now it is the trees that are moving outside. The smell of leaves and lichens still reaches like a voice into the rooms. So the trees do not have their voice yet. They are still inside, and what their smell of lichens and leaves is what we can perceive about them. We can still smell them. We can perceive them inside the rooms while they are going out. Now there is a last stanza about the dawn of the liberation. My head is full of whispers. My head is full of whispers, which tomorrow will be silent. What whispers are there? It is the eve of liberation. She is waiting for that to happen. My head is full of whispers, which tomorrow will be silent. The whispers will be silent. The thoughts for which that was going on will be silent now, because that will be a reality now. So the head which is full of whispers, tomorrow that whispers will be silent. Listen, the glass is breaking, because trees are moving on outside. The glass is breaking. The trees are stumbling forward. They are still stumbling. They are not used to walking. So their walk is like a stumbling. They are halting and walking with an effort, with some stumbling forward. Into the night, the wind rushes to meet them. Into the night, it is still night, and they are not waiting for the daybreak. They are rushing outside where they belong. The wind rushed to meet them. So who is helping them? The outside wind is helping them. The winds, there it is rushing to meet them. The moon is broken like a mirror. What does it mean? It means that the trees are outside. The trees are outside. They have formed a forest. The moon is broken like a mirror. So we can see the broken moon, that the fractions of moon we are seeing, because there are leaves and there are trees. So now the moon is broken like a mirror. Its pieces flash now in the crown of the tallest oak. Now the tallest oak is now in the forest. The forest has formed, and we can see the pieces of broken moon from the crown of the tallest oak. The leaves of what is the crown of the tree? It is the leaf, the leafy canopy. The leaves to the leaves of the crown of the tallest oak. we can see the pieces of the broken moon. So now the liberation is complete. Adrian Rich is waiting for this day when the women will be liberated, and that's what this poet is trying to say. So this is about the poem. Then we will see the question and answers in the next chapter, but this is something to think upon. And then there will be some more explanation and some words that we would like to see, and some challenging questions and some exercise.